Of age, he's shorter than Ellis. He'll be outreached. Chunkier, he's the slugger. He'll be in there working away at the body.
Good chest size, Tim. 90 centimetres, good chest, which means he's got good power up top. And he'll be able to use that weight from his chest and the shoulders when he's throwing his punches.
And it seemed that as he came into the ring, the boos probably just outweighed the cheers. He's been a hero here in Melbourne because he was one of the stalwarts for such a long time, but now a new hero has emerged. And I suppose, as in most sports, Joe Bugner, supporters can be a little fickle.
Very fickle. And don't I know it, coming from London. I think it's amazing. Fans, as you say, are quite fickle, but they always love a champion, and whoever wins tonight will be loved and will be admired for his abilities and achievements.
Welcome back, Mike Cusimano. Welcome back to Melbourne, Australia, with the chairman of the Professional Boxing Control Board of Victoria, Mr. Kevin Hayes. The gloves have been sealed.
Yes, the gloves were sealed in that box yesterday. Selection was made for the two boxers, and the gloves were sealed so that nobody could get at them, do anything with them. Kevin Hayes, of course, is the chairman of the Boxing Commission in Victoria, and he is one of the supervisors of this contest.
Here on a very important mission.
And yes, Mike Cusimano is the International Boxing Federation representative here tonight. Mr. Cusimano is from the United States of America, and he, with Kevin Hayes, will be supervising tonight's contest. They will be acting as the commission at the end of each round when the judges' cards are collected by the referee from each of the three judges. They will be handed to those two commissioners.
From the blue corner.
This is called the waiting game, where the challenger always has to sweat it out till the champion comes in, and it can be sometimes nerve-wracking, I must admit.
Okay, you've got a minute to spare.
Yes, must be nerve-wracking for Barry Michael. He's first into the ring, and he's going to be there for some minutes before Lester Ellis appears.
Exactly. I remember Muhammad Ali doing this to me, and it does get to you quite a bit. But I'll tell you what, Tim, we were very surprised when we saw both fighters earlier on in their dressing rooms at how calm and peaceful they were. I know that deep inside they were feeling the tension, but they seemed very relaxed and very keyed up. So I think we're going to be in for a great show tonight.
Oh, we certainly are. Barry Michael, they're looking perhaps, if anything, just a little bit less calm than he was in the dressing room, Joe.
Yes, his eyes are very bright now, and they look. You watch the glare in him. He's psyching himself up to the point where he's going to be like a bullet.
Yes, must be a very, very tense situation for Barry Michael in particular. Lester Ellis has been there before. He's had two title fights this year. He won the championship, of course, in February this year from Hwan Kil-yu of Korea, and he defended the title only 2 months later in April against Rod Sequenin of the Philippines. They were two pretty tough contests, certainly, but he's had that experience. He's been in that ring a couple of times this year in World Championship contests.
And I was very, very impressed with Lester, because I must say that after the second round in his last defense, I thought, you know, the end of the fight was coming. But he came back and he proved himself, and he knocked the bloke out, and that's a mark of a great champion.
Certainly is. Of course, Barry Michael's last performance in this ring at Festival Hall was in February, when he regained the Commonwealth lightweight title in his contest with Graham Brook, another Melbourne boy, and a very promising young lad too. But Barry Michael was very, very impressive on that occasion. He won it well indeed.
I think the Australian public, especially the fans of boxing, will realize very shortly that Australia has some tremendous talent as far as world boxing is concerned, and it's just a matter of time for them to be brought out into the open, and tonight's a great example.
Waiting for the champion, and Michael waiting for the champion still. I think if the roles were reversed and the less experienced fighter was the one standing in the ring, perhaps the effect might be greater. But Michael, he's an unflappable and a charismatic figure. He's always got plenty to say for himself. From a media point of view, he's wonderful copy. He's a chatty little fellow, very articulate. He's got his matriculation. He's no mug, as we could perhaps put it in colloquial terms. He knows how to handle himself in the ring. He also knows how to handle himself out of it. Just talking about the way in which the fight might run, they've both shown they can absorb punishment. As you mentioned, Ellis against Sequenin. And about 4 years ago, I interviewed Barry Michael out at his home after he'd had a fight against Al Earthquake Carter. And Carter hit Michael with everything but the kitchen sink in about the 8th round of a 10-rounder. And Michael took it after being in tremendous trouble, and he came back and took the fight on points. Carter was a world-rated fighter who subsequently took his own life, unfortunately, as his life went downhill. But
yes, I read about that in the papers. It was a tragic affair.
Michael certainly can soak it up. He's tough and courageous. No doubting that, but there's no doubting the courage of the champion as well.
I think the beautiful thing about this evening, Tim, is that whatever happens, both men have to be praised for their abilities to get to the point that they are at. And Lester Ellis being a great champion that he is, and Barry Michaels to achieve it and at last get to the point where he could win the title. And in my opinion, whoever wins, to me, they're both champions.
Perhaps we could just have a look briefly at Barry Michaels' record. He's had 57 professional fights, and he's won 47 of those. He's drawn 2, and he's lost 8 of his 57 contests. Now, he's won 15 of those by knockout, and that's a knockout rate of 28%. Lester Ellis, on the other hand, much less experience, has had 16 contests, but he's won all 16, and he's won 12 of those by knockout, and that's a knockout rate of 75%.
It sounds good. It sounds very good, John, on paper.
Yes.
But unfortunately, a lot has to do with the caliber of fighters that you're actually fighting against. So those kind of statistics sound very good. I have a similar record like that, almost a 60% record. But a lot of my opponents were, you know, say no more.
Yes. Yeah, well, in his career, of course, Barry Michael has had some very good contests. He's fought some pretty good boys from around the world, and he's been so close to a world championship contest on a number of occasions, but it just hasn't happened for him.
He's tried so hard to get there. He was quoted in the Australian a couple of days ago as saying he's gone and fought in places where you wouldn't take a dog to try and get that tilt at the world title. In the last year or 18 months, he's been in Hawaii and fought a couple of times. He's been to Jakarta. He feels he got robbed unmercifully there. He was given a draw in a fight which he felt he won. But we're not far away now, I don't think, from the entry of the champion, Lester Ellis.
And he will get a tremendous reception. Here's the champion.
The excitement is really building up in the stadium now. You can feel that people are really for them both. It's a marvelous feeling for both fighters.
What a great reception to the world champion, the IBF world champion, Lester Ellis.
I think there seemed to be a slight animosity between the two men. I think it's for the cameras.
I think so.
Ellis, 10 years younger, taller, longer reach, not as big around the chest. Taller, punches harder probably, more quickly and faster on his feet.
Well, he has good weight, even though he's not quite as big as Barry Michael around the chest. He still has good weight up there in the chest and the shoulders, and his biceps are as big. his opponents.
An enormous introduction and reception for Joe Bugner from the crowd at Festival Hall. Joe, very nice.
Thank you. It's lovely to be here tonight, working for ABC.
Nice to have you with us, Joe. You know what this is all about. You've been in this sort of situation in the ring.
And out of it, Joe, you were telling me you called the shots for the BBC in the Jerry Cooney-Larry Holmes heavyweight fight.
That's right. I was privileged to do that, and I believe that Larry Holmes is a very, very underrated heavyweight champion of the world, who, in my opinion, compares with some of the greats like the Marcianos, the Muhammad Alis. But unfortunately, he lived in the shadows of Ali and never quite got the recognition that he deserved.
And incidentally, Holmes at the moment is the IBF heavyweight champion. I suppose in some ways because this is the newest and least recognised of the three fragments of World Championship boxing. It's the one that's viewed a little cynically, but Larry Holmes is the IBF champion. So is Lester Ellis. And he's
they're both
defending
great
that
champions. They're both good champions.
There will be 3 judges for this contest, by the way. The referee will not be one of those judges. The referee will be Gus Mercurio, and the 3 judges are Cliff Heaver, Johnny Wheeler and Norm Foster, all from Melbourne. And there's Gus Mercurio.
Jeff Fennick just been introduced to the crowd.
That is a wonderful reception for Jeff Fennick, I must say.
Yes, particularly as he's a Sydney boy down here in Melbourne. Jeff, of course, the IBF bantamweight champion of the world. Where are you, Jeff? The ring announcer has introduced him twice now, howardly, but no sign of Jeff. Never mind, he's here, and what a tremendous reception he got from this Melbourne crowd.
He might have caught up with this new TAA scheme of getting out of Melbourne and back to Sydney as quickly as you can.
Antonio Rivera, who fought the main preliminary contest against Australia's Tony Miller, the Puerto Rican featherweight champion, rated number 10 in the world. And he has just a brief word with both of the boxers in this World Championship contest.
World Boxing Council featherweight champion, one of Australia's greatest fighting sons, Johnny
Famison. What a popular figure he is here in Melbourne. Johnny Famison, former World Boxing Council champion of the world, featherweight division.
Now, a lead refereeing judge, Paul Moore from New South Wales.
I certainly hope they introduce Lionel Rose, who I believe is one of the other greatest fighters Australia's ever had.
Looking at picture, Lionel Rose.
Yes, Lionel Rose. Here's Lionel stepping up into the ring now. Just a little bit heavier than his former bantamweight division, but what a popular figure. Lionel Rose, and he's now a talent scout for Australian boxing.
Exactly. I've always admired Lionel. I've watched him when I was a little boy, believe it or not. And I was quite honoured when I fought Muhammad for the world title that he was on the same bill in Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur.
Yeah, one of Australia's most popular boxers of all time, Lionel Rose.
Tremendous atmosphere, an electric atmosphere on ABC radio and television. Our national anthem.
Well, shouldn't be long before we have that national anthem.
Ricky, come in, Ricky, and sing the Australian national
have been
anthem.
gloved up.
We'd ask you to be
and
pleased.
They're wearing the 8-ounce gloves, which are the weight gloves decided for this division by the International Boxing Federation.
Australians, all let us rejoice, for we are young and free, with golden soil and wealth for toil. Our land is girt by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty rich and rare. In history's page let every stage advance Australia.
He did a marvelous job, I must say.
Certainly did, and with a little bit of opposition.
That's right.
Barry Michael wearing a Port Melbourne football jumper. Football club here in Melbourne, Australian rules football in the Victorian Association of great tradition. And Michael from out in the western suburbs, out that way, an ardent supporter.
Well, all is in readiness now for this World Championship contest.
1962,
15 3-minute rounds for the International Boxing Federation's World Junior Lightweight title. Gus Mercurio, the referee, is in the ring. And here's the announcement.
Junior Lightweight Championship. Introducing in the blue corner, the Commonwealth Lightweight and Australian Lightweight Champion. Those titles are not on the line tonight. He's had 55 fights, 44 wins, 14 KOs, with Ray Stiles, Len Swettenham and Graham Schofield in the corner. Tonight scaling 58.8 kilos. Managed by Leo Berry and Leo McDonald, the Wizard in possession of well-earned ring wisdom, an undeniable challenger, Barry Michael.
I love the smile on Barry's face.
Yes, he's quite confident.
Undefeated.
That's the confidence of a man who's come here to win a title.
16 fights, 12 KOs. Tonight scaling 58.96 kilos. Trained by Dana Goodson. Managed by Keith Ellis Sr. and Jr. The epitome of exciting ring enterprise. Entrenching his name in ring elitism. The Master Blaster, Lester Ellis.
The champion with the determination on his face.
Yes.
Your supervisor from the United States, Mike Cusimano and Kevin Hayes. Ringside judges, non-scoring, covering his third world title fight, Cliff Heaver, Australia. Your second judge, John Wheeler, Australia. Your third judge, 46 years in boxing, Norman Foster, Australia. Timekeepers, Damien Membry, Ray Weller. The man in charge of this contest, his first world title refereeing job, 16 years, a top Australian referee, recognised internationally, Gus Mercurio.
And Gus Mercurio will call the boys to centre ring just to give them their final instructions.
I think both men are taunting each other.
I want you to break. No hitting and holding. Listen to my instructions at all times. Protect yourself at all times. Shake hands now and come on, boxers.
Well, they had plenty to say to each other while referee Gus Mercurio was giving them their final instructions. And we're all ready now for round one of this World Junior Lightweight Championship between the champion, Lester Ellis, coming out of the red corner, and the challenger, Barry Michael. Two Melbourne boys. Barry Michael scores with a left to the side of the head. Trying to attack the body of the champion. Oh, and he landed a couple of fairly good punches too. Lester Ellis had to back away. Oh, he lands a right to the head. Good punch by Ellis. And he's got Michael in the corner. But Michael comes back with a left rip to the body. Good punch.
These men mean business. You can tell by the ferocity of the punches. It's quite remarkable to see it. A lot of times in boxing, you don't see this kind of venom being thrown so early.
There's usually a feeling out period, but not so in this contest.
Get free, don't back. Back, free, right back.
Barry Michael looking very determined. Comes after Ellis. Got the right into the body, but is tied up there. Referee Gus Mercurio orders him to break.
Let him go. Break, right back, clean. Back.
First round of this 15 3-minute round contest. Barry Michael, the challenger. Lester Ellis, the champion.
Get him free. Come on. Keep working in there. Come on.
Oh, good punch by Ellis. Good left hand.
Right back.
Michael trying to punch to the body. In close.
When you were 15, come on. Short combination.
Then goes in after his man.
Let him go. Let him go. Let him go. Come on. Put your hands free.
I think both men have forgotten about feeling each other out. I think we're going to have an action-packed fight right the way through.
We certainly are.
Don't hold. Get your hands free. Get him free. Let's go, Ray. Let's go.
Get them free, says the referee. Well, they're certainly both very determined. I don't think either of them wants this contest to last too long. Left into the body and another left into the body by Michael, and a left to the side of the head by Michael. But Lester Ellis had scored a couple too in that exchange.
Right back.
Both men are sinking punches to the ribs that would normally knock other people out. But they're both very, very fit,
Keep those punches up.
and they are desperately needing to protect each other's
Get him free. Let's go. Let's go.
standing in the boxing world.
Oh, good punching by Lester Ellis. Good punches to the head, both left and right.
Okay, break.
As Michael again tries to attack the body. And the bell sounds for the end of round one.
Well, I must say, John, that I am not going to score that round at all, because I'll just classify it as a feeling out round, and I'm glad I wasn't in there to feel it.
Well, as you said, not much feeling out. Both of them extremely determined. Good punches there from Ellis in that exchange. As Michael tried to go to the body, Ellis scored with a couple of very good punches to the head.
Both men are very, very sharp, and I like the way Lester Ellis turned Barry Michael and came back, which means that he's very, very much on edge, and he's very much on key.
Yes, it was a pretty good round. Plenty of action for the first round of a 15-round contest. There's no way in the world they're going to keep up that pace for 15 rounds.
I can't see it, John. No, I can't see it.
Well, now, round two. And Michael was going to rush at Ellis, but Ellis stood his ground.
Let go.
Let go, says the referee.
Loose, short combination.
Michael, 30 years of age, 10 years older than the champion Lester Ellis. And Michael is really letting those left rips go. They're not all landing, but one or two of them are finding the target.
Break.
And that's Lester Ellis's midriff.
Break. Don't hold, folks. Watch your punches back. Keep your punches.
I cannot see them keeping this pace up, John, beyond 5 or 6 rounds, because what they're doing is just incredible.
Let him go. Come on.
They're throwing a lot of leather, which could be detrimental to one of them.
Let's go. Come on.
Well, they're both keen to get this over with early, I think.
Break.
Neither one of them wants it to go the distance.
Let's hold him. Back.
Again, Michael tries to fight to the body, but Ellis has landed some good head punches.
Let's go. Don't hold. Break.
Lovely left jabs.
Yes, Ellis with a longer reach. Barry Michael will not find it too easy to land those left leads to the head of Ellis.
Break.
Left shoulder up the middle. Left shoulder block it in front.
Let go.
Again, Michael tries to attack to the body.
Keep working. Get him free. Come on. Break.
Well, Gus Mercurio is certainly going to earn his fee, as Lester Ellis scored with a good right hand to the side of the head.
Keep your punches up. Okay, break.
It's amazing, John. Both of these men are so keyed up to beat each other that I think if you threw away the referee, they'd still be doing the business. And they're both very clean punching and they're clean fighting.
And this is appreciated by the crowd too. They love the action in this contest.
Get your hands free. Let's go. Come on. Break.
Right to the body.
Barry Michael had to waste some 3 kilograms or so to make the weight for this championship challenge. But he has come in just under the weight of his opponent, Lester Ellis, which was surprising.
That's right. I was with Barry at a health farm when he came down there to try and lose some of the early poundage.
Let go.
And what I liked about him, that he took about 9 weeks to try and lose that weight. And the fact that it took so long to drop the weight, he doesn't seem to have affected him strength-wise. He looks very fit and very strong.
He certainly does.
That's it, fella.
Well, Lester Ellis has a little something to say to his opponent as the bell sounded for the end of round 2. And here's some of the action in that round. How did you think that one went, Joe?
Can I leave it till the next round? I'm so engrossed in the fight. To be quite honest with you, I think at this moment it would be premature to say who's won the rounds, but they're both throwing equally as many shots. And Lester Ellis, obviously being the champion, would most probably have scraped it because he is the champion. But I think Barry Michael has done as much work.
Well, I think the overall effects of the mutual onslaught are going to be the important thing, not so much the point scoring in these 2 rounds.
That's right, and we're going to be able to tell the difference in about the 6th, 7th round, if it goes that long.
Get the score.
Judges, by the way, are awarding 10 points to the boxer they consider has won the round. That's in each round. Each judge awards 10 points to the boxer he considers has won it, and then proportionately fewer to his opponent. Lester Ellis
I hope they don't.
is showing some determination in this round.
They seem to be talking in the clinches. I hope they don't turn this fight into a fiasco because they're both great fighters, and
The combination's ready for him.
that's how we want to see a title fight.
Come on.
Drop your left shoulder down.
Don't hold. Get him free. Come on.
Look at Michael talking to Lester.
Yes, he's having quite a bit to say to him. And I should imagine, Joe, that he's saying something like, is that as hard as you can hit? And Michael has landed a couple of good ones then, right and left.
Come on, let's see if he can break on you.
Up the middle.
Break.
Gus Mercurio again wants them to break.
I hope Gus lasts the fight.
Yes, he's going to have to work hard. Michael again goes after his opponent.
Okay, break. Right back. Right back.
Good body shot.
Yes, but Lester Ellis came back with a nice left hook.
Certainly did. They're both in a really... There's a lot of venom in this fight.
Oh, good punching by Barry Michael.
Let go. Come on.
Head and body.
Get him free. Don't hold. Don't hold. Don't hold. Let
He
him go.
does look strong. Barry Michael looks very strong, even though he's lost that weight to make the limit for this fight. Oh, good left by Ellis, who slipped a couple of punches from Michael and landed that good left hook.
Let go, Barry. Let him go. Let him go. Break.
Yes, Gus Mercurio certainly has his hands full. Oh, low blow from Michael. The referee will speak to him and ask him to keep the punches up.
I don't think it was a deliberate punch, John. I think it was the movement. You know,
Yes, I agree with him. Now it's Lester Ellis going after Michael. Michael having to cover up.
25 seconds left in the round.
And the crowd urging Ellis on. But another good left rip into the body by Michael. Michael just seemed to hesitate for a moment and let Ellis come after him, with Michael having to cover up. But he's come back.
he was hit with some beautiful punches there.
And a very good third round of this World Championship contest. Yeah, well, both boxers scored some excellent punches in that round, but a very good flurry from Ellis towards the end of it. Here's Michael scoring with a couple of good punches, but Ellis comes back with that right, then a left, to the side of the head.
I think the start of that, the problem that Michael had there was a left hook that followed up with a right cross and then followed again with another left hook, which was a very good combination by Lester Ellis.
And then Ellis came after him, as you see here, and Barry Michael just slowed up a little bit there and had to cover up. He's had his back to the ropes, and I must say, to his credit, though, in the last few seconds of that round, he came back. That was a good left rip into the body from Michael.
Very fit men. Both of them are very, very fit men.
Fourth round of 15.
Box. Okay, get your hands
The
free.
fourth round.
No, get him free. Let him go. Come on.
Those left hooks and right crosses of Lester Ellis seem to be catching Michael.
Yes, and Michael still concentrating his attack on the body.
Come on.
He has scored with some head punches, but his attack mostly has been to the body.
Box.
Well, got it right through to the head then, but he copped one back from Lester Ellis.
Let him go. Both sides. Let him go.
It's amazing, John. Australia has created history in the boxing world, and I think this fight can go down with it, I think even up till now, as one of the finest fights I've seen. And that's quite a thing.
Well, it's certainly got everything.
Let go. Let the hand free.
Michael looks physically strong, but I'm wondering whether that wasting he had to do has weakened him. And, of course, we'll know as the fight progresses. Lester Ellis, bleeding from the nose, takes a couple of light lefts to the face. Michael comes after him, punching to the body again.
Let go. Come on. Hands free. Box. Get in there.
I think both these two men have burned far too much energy in the first 3 rounds, and I just cannot see them lasting much at this pace.
Well, Ellis caught with a couple of good punches, then fought back nicely, scored with a good right to the head.
Come on, get going. Break.
Ellis has drawn blood too, John. Michael
Yes.
bleeding from the mouth.
Yes, he is. Blood coming from the mouth of Michael and from the nose of Ellis.
Get your hand out there. Good hands.
Oh, good right to the head by Ellis. That was a good punch.
Watch your heads and let...
The excitement in the stadium is quite electrifying.
Well, both boxers have shown that they can certainly take punches, but they've demonstrated that before tonight. Ellis coming back after being in a lot of trouble in the early part of his first title defense against Sequenin of the Philippines. And Barry Michael, having come back on more than one occasion when in trouble in his previous contests.
Come on, get your hands free there, folks. That's it.
I think a lot of people in the boxing business will realize that Barry Michael does mean business, and that just because he's 30 years old, he's not over the hill.
Well, this could be his last opportunity. Could be his last opportunity to win a major title at 30 years of age. If he doesn't win this one tonight, it could be the end of the road for Barry Michael.
Yes, he really does have to put on a good show here tonight, and he is a very cheeky person. I think he's tormenting the fans quite a bit by lifting his arm up and smiling and winking after each round.
Yes, and that little playful tap on the chin after the bell had sounded didn't please Lester Ellis too much. Look, both at close quarters, throwing punches from everywhere. Good right to the side of the head by Ellis. There's another one.
He seems to be throwing the clearer punches, the more cleaner ones and the sharper ones. I think that reach advantage is to his benefit.
In fact, I think he has shaded Barry Michael in the last 2 rounds.
Okay, get free right away. Come on,
and
good.
Therefore, I would have Lester Ellis very slightly in front, going into round 5 of this World Championship contest.
No,
but there's a long way to go.
Let go.
And either boxer could win this one.
Let your hands go. Get free. Get
One
free.
punch
Come on, let's go.
could change the course.
Well, they can both take a punch. They've both shown that. Michael going to the body again.
Get free. Get free.
Oh, good left to the head by Michael. That was a good left hook.
The combinations from Lester Ellis is quite,
that's it. Get free.
quite remarkable.
Come on. Let go. Come on. Let go. Let go there. Let go.
Left hand loose, left loose. Right, Rick. Right.
Watch your forearm.
At this stage of the fight, I must say Lester Ellis is showing that he is the champion of the world, and Barry Michael is the challenger at this stage of the fight.
Let go. Let go. Come on.
Halfway through round 5.
Let go. Let go. Come on.
This is Michael's game, working inside.
Yes, he likes to get in close. He's a very good body puncher. He rips hard, and he's lost his mouth guard. Scores a couple of light uppercuts in that clinch. Lester Ellis fights back.
Break. Got that. Clean. Clean. Break. Clean.
So Michael fighting without a mouth guard at the moment.
Very dangerous time because an uppercut could totally split his lip, his bottom lip or his top lip, and just has to be very careful now and guard that lip of his. And just as I said that, he caught a tremendous punch from left hook.
Break. Let go. Come on. Get your hands free.
Well, they're both still putting plenty of weight into these punches. The furious fighting over 4 rounds has not slowed them down as yet. But there's no way they're going to be able to keep up this pace for 15 rounds.
This 5th round, I must say, is very even Stevens at this stage.
Yes, very little in this one.
Let those hands go on.
Michael has landed some good blows, particularly to the body in round 5. And there would be nothing in that one.
No, it's amazing, John. When you see fights like this, it makes you want to feel as though you want to make a comeback. And before I joined Huron Valley Springs, I had the inclinations of fighting a fella called Bone Crusher Smith, who had a great fight against Larry Holmes. And unfortunately, at the last minute, Bone Crusher pulled out. But this kind of fighting, even for us old-timers, they want to make you want to come back.
Well, I think after seeing this one, I don't think I want to get into the ring again.
I just changed my mind. It's all right, John, I just changed it.
Well, Michael having a spit, and there was a fair amount of blood along with the saliva and water, but as I said before, and we keep stressing, he's an incredibly durable boxer. He wore down Max Ropus, Frank Ropus in very hot conditions in 1983. He's seen out the storm against Earthquake Carter, and he's trying to weather the storm here against Lester Ellis.
Well, it's round 6, and Barry Michael was very keen to get on with it.
I think you'll find, Jim, that cut in Barry Michael's mouth is actually on the bottom lip, because you notice that he pulls his bottom lip in, and the top part of the teeth must probably have was crunched against the teeth, the gum shield.
Hands free. Come on. Get him free.
He's finding Lester Ellis a bit hard to hit.
Okay, break.
Particularly to the head.
Right back. Box.
Barry Michael has fully recovered from that tremendous power that Lester Ellis pulled on him.
Be careful. Box.
Yes.
I think he's back in the flow again.
Up. Break. Right on. Right back. Box.
Yes, well, so far in this round, Barry Michael has looked pretty good.
That's it. Come on. Break. Right back. Box.
And that flurry of punches Michael took the last one of them on the chin,
Let go. Come on,
but
break,
there wasn't
please.
much power in it.
Right back.
Big punches are still flying.
Let go, fellas. Come on, get your hands free. Get 'em.
Yes, they're certainly putting plenty of shoulder into them.
Don't hold. Let them go. Break.
They both throw their punches extremely well. Put plenty of body weight into them.
Let go.
Turn those knuckles in when you punch, can't wait.
Second hand off his head.
I think we'll start seeing the deterioration of the stamina as the rounds start going away now.
Let your hands go.
Couple of
Let
good
your hands
punches
go.
in that exchange.
Don't hold in there. Come on, get free. Get free.
Barry Michael scoring in close.
Get your hand off the head.
He's making it a bit awkward now for Lester Ellis.
I think this is his kind of fight they're fighting at the moment.
Yes.
It certainly is, and he's drawing Lester Ellis in, which could be very dangerous.
Get your hands free. Come on, that's it.
Yes,
fellas.
he's drawn him in. It's become a mauling contest now. And this is what Barry Michael likes.
Let go again. Come on. Let go in there. Break. Box.
We're in round 6 of this 15-round contest for the World Junior Lightweight title. And they
men
don't
are
want to
taken.
stop. The bell ends, round 6, and a very good round.
Absolutely marvelous.
And I thought quite a good round for Barry Michael that time. Here's some of the action. That was a good uppercut by Ellis. But he's been drawn into that very close fighting, that infighting with Barry Michael. And that's what Michael enjoys. That's where he's very dangerous.
Well, I believe that this is where his experience will come out, where he'll try and draw Lester Ellis into his style of fighting. And it's just a matter of seeing who's the fittest out of the two now, because they both tested their punches. They both took big shots on the chin. So it's just we'll see what's going to happen.
Just here in the background, Dana Goodson and Keith Ellis talking to their man. Round 7.
And again, both very quickly into the action.
Get your free. Come on, let go. Let him go. Come on.
Oh, good punches by Ellis. Good combination. Oh, and another good right by Ellis.
Okay,
to
let
the
your
side of
hands
the
go,
head.
fellas. Come on.
Good
Let go
scoring
there, let
punches
go.
from the champion.
Let go. That's it. Break. Right back. That's it, fellas.
Turn those knuckles in. Come on, Jeff.
Okay, that's it. Right on.
Ellis seems to have found his distance again, so if he keeps Michael at distance, he's far more
Short
Hands free. Come on, don't hold him.
he's far more in control that
Let
way.
him go. Come on, let him
Yes,
go.
well, he has to do that, hasn't he?
Keep him at a
Break.
distance,
He
yes.
can't afford to stay in close and join Michael in that infighting.
Come on, get your hands free, fellas. Come on. That's it.
But it's amazing what an old, experienced fighter like Michael can do. He can turn that thing around and pull it his way.
Come on. Get your hands free. Break. Right back. Come on. Back.
And Gus Mercurio is having a torrid time with these two. Barry Michael scoring there with a couple of good punches. Ellis trying to fight his way out of the corner. But Barry Michael keeping him there.
I can actually feel the power between those punches. Both these men are really throwing some heavy leather. Heavy leather. I'm even getting lit. I'm so excited.
That was low, Barry. That was low, Barry.
Barry Michael, spoken to by the referee, Gus Mercurio, said he threw a low punch. And there's a cutter under Lester Ellis's right eye.
I think that could be a smear from the nose, John.
Is that what it is?
I don't think it's a cut. No, as you can see.
Okay, break.
Or maybe there is a cut.
Looks to me as if he does have a slight cut under the right eye.
Hands free.
Both Both these men are sus for cuts, as far as I know. Barry Michael does have a bit of scar tissue above his eyebrows, but he's certainly held up very well.
Right back, right back. Box.
You're right, there is a cut under Lester Ellis's eye, right eye.
Well, let's hope it's not a bad one. But I'm sure Barry Michael would be aware of it, and we'll try to work on that.
Yes, he'll try and capitalise in on that and obviously make it a bit worse.
And the bell sounds the end of round 7, and another excellent round. I don't know how these boxers are keeping up this pace.
Michael looking confident at the end of the round.
Yes.
Just a touch of cockiness about him.
That's a nasty gash he's got under his right eye there, Tim.
Yes, it is.
And unfortunately, they're using the wrong substance on that. They should use a dry cotton wool with 1001 adrenaline that will seal that instantly. Using water is a terrible thing to use on that eye. Because the flow of the blood, as you can see, it's
punches.
Tremendous close-in shot there from the ABC Sport cameras, and the sound from the ring, great. You heard Gus Mercurio during that round telling Michael to keep the punches up, and told him there was a low blow, but it was Michael's round again. And Joe, we're almost halfway there. We're going into the halfway stage in the 8th round. Do you think perhaps the challenger is starting to wear his man down?
It certainly seems like it. It's amazing the kind of ferocity that both men are putting into their punches. I don't know where they're getting their strength from.
And Barry Michael comes straight after his man at the beginning of round number 8. But Lester Ellis slugs it out with him.
Okay, break in there. Get free.
Round 8 of this 15-round contest. Barry Michael stalking his man, trying to get in close.
Hands free. Come on, get your hands
Land
free.
those
Let's
heavy
go.
body punches. He occasionally goes up to the head. He's opened that cut under Ellis's right eye.
The last time I saw such a ferocious fight was against Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier.
Let your hands go there.
And
okay, break, right back, right back. Right
these two little fellas are really doing a fabulous job.
That's a big rap, Joe Bookman.
You bet it is, because they deserve it.
And a good right hand there by Barry Michael to the side of the head before he went in close into that
Right.
clinch.
Right back, right back.
And perhaps he is beginning to wear Ellis down. Barry Michael,
Let's go, let's go.
who has come from this sort of situation before, he knows what it's all about.
Get your hands free, fellas.
He
Come
can
on.
absorb some
Don't hold,
punishment.
don't hold.
And wasting in weight to make the limit for this fight doesn't seem to have affected him, Joe.
None whatsoever. And I believe that this is a great weight for Barry Michael to fight at, because he seems very strong.
Break it. Right back, right back, right back.
Neither fighter predicted an early knockout. They both said they were prepared to go a long, hard 15, although I think Michael fancied his chances of perhaps wearing his man down in around 10, 11, 12.
Let go, get your hands free.
We're halfway through round 8.
Don't hold.
And Barry Michael, just a moment ago, scored very good combination left and right. And that really slowed Ellis down for a moment.
Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go.
I think the sting seems to have gone out of Lester Ellis's arms. I think those body punches are telling on him quite a bit.
Oh, another good right to the head by Michael before going into the clinch.
Get your hands free, come on. That's it, get him free, let go.
And an uppercut in that clinch by Ellis.
I think Gus Mercurio is doing a wonderful job in there as referee.
Yes.
Let go. Get your hands free, let go. Let's go.
Good punches again from Michael in that exchange.
Let's go, come on.
Beautiful punches by Barry Michael. He's throwing those body shots like he means business, and
Okay,
Ellis is curling over every
Get him
time
free.
he's hit him now in the ribs.
That's it, fellas.
Good left hook there, but it was taken on the gloves by Michael. He covered up nicely.
Come on. Break, right back, right back.
That exchange appreciated by the capacity crowd here at Festival Hall. The end of another excellent round. 8 of the 15 rounds gone.
Tim, is it true that you're taking up boxing? Now, could we have a comment from you?
Boxing commentary, Joe. I enjoy the excitement, but by golly, you wouldn't get me in there for quids. And just a comment on the atmosphere here at Festival Hall in Melbourne. It really is unbelievable. Looking around behind us, just a sea of faces. The doors were closed about 20 minutes before the championship fight got underway. And you have to be here to feel it, but obviously you're catching it out there as well on ABC Sport.
Well, we just saw some of the action again from round number 8, and I thought again that was a pretty good round for Barry Michael, Joe.
I am so surprised to see this this old-timer like I am up there in that corner fighting that young man Lester Ellis. I mean, Barry Michael has proved himself to be a fantastic fighter, and he is dominating the last 3 rounds as far as I can see.
Well, Lester Ellis, I think, knows it. He's determined to do better in this round the way he started.
On your own, good.
Ellis knows what it's like to go the distance.
Oh, good right by Michael. That was a good right cross.
Let go. Come on, get the hand free. Let it go.
Chin of the champion. And Michael scores again, but now Ellis comes back with left and right combination.
Both men just grit their teeth and have a go.
Let him go. Right.
Combination punches are just wonderful to watch.
Oh, good long right there from Michael. Then a left into the face.
Come on.
Ellis, I think at this stage is looking just a little bit less confident than earlier in the fight.
But he still has a determination in his eyes to show that he is the world champion, and until the last round or the last minute.
That's it. Let go there. Let go.
When you're a champion, you are a champion.
Get your hands free there. Break.
Get your hands free, says Gus Mercurio.
Combination step now, step.
Once again, come on, get those hands. Get him free, don't hold.
I think ABC has done a marvelous thing to secure this fight for the country, because it shows that great things happen on ABC. Oh, beautiful.
Certainly one of the great things. So that was a great punch by Ellis.
Let go.
Great punch, flush on the jaw of Michael. But both of these boxers have shown in this contest that they can take these heavy punches. Now it's Michael scoring to the body.
Let him go, come on. Let go, both hands. Let go. Let go. Let go. Let go. Break.
Gus Mercurio will again ask them to break.
Come on, box,
If Michael allows Lester Ellis to find his distance again, he will be in danger. This is why I noticed he keeps trying to jump on top of Ellis so that the distance disappears. Because he's very, very dangerous, Lester Ellis, from a distance.
Both scored with good right hands then.
Get your hands free. Come on, let go, let go. Break.
Inside the last half minute of round 9.
Although the pace has slowed down a bit, the punching power hasn't. Shazai making a boo-boo.
Get your hands free. Get him free. Come on. Let him go. Break.
Well, the pace was stepped up there for a moment, Joe, towards the end of round 9.
Ellis's last 2 fights have taken him into the championship rounds. He stopped Rod Sequenin in the 13th round. He had to go the distance to win the title from Juan Quiliu. Michael, on the other hand, hasn't fought the 15 since 1982, when he first surrendered the Commonwealth title to Claude Noel. He's since won that title back.
Which could, of course, be a slight thing against Barry Michael, because being inactive for so long could, of course, be a slight problem for him. But he doesn't show it in this fight.
Here he is in round 9, coming after the champion. And he's gone after him throughout most of this contest. He seems to be taking the fight up to Ellis, but Ellis is prepared every now and again to stand and slug it with him, or to pick him off at long range. Now, here's round 10, and it's Michael, the challenger in the blue shorts, against Ellis, the champion.
Let go, come on. Let your hands go, let go.
Fighting for the IBF World Junior Lightweight title. both boxers still looking very strong. And the pace has hardly slackened since they started off round one at a furious pace.
Break! Hitting and holding. Hitting and hold the box.
There's the chant of Leicester. Leicester from the crowd.
Let go on there.
It's obvious that the majority of the crowd here in Festival Hall is on the side of the champion, who made Michael miss that.
Come on. Come on.
The excitement in this place is just unreal, isn't it? I mean, the crowd is really alive.
It certainly is.
Well, hang on to that rope, Leicester.
Leicester is the popular favorite for this contest.
Come on, let go. Let go. Let
He's the champion,
Let go.
and he's not going to relinquish that title easily.
Let go. Break. Break.
Michael is going to take it. He's going to earn it. We're in round 10.
Come on, fellas. Come on. Let's get
5 to go after this
Get him
one.
free.
Those punches taken on the arms full, but that one wasn't. Beautiful right hand by
Come on,
Leicester.
get free. Don't
And
hold.
that one jolted Michael's head
Break.
back.
Break. Box. Let go.
When those punches
go, don't
find
hold,
their
don't
mark,
hold.
they really
Get
do
your hands
hurt.
free,
Both
come on.
fighters grunt their teeth when they've been hit very hard because you can see the power.
And that time, Michael made Lester Ellis miss.
Oh, break. You hold
Clever
on
work
the rope.
by Michael with his back
Come
to the
on.
ropes.
Box. Watch your head. Watch your head. Let go. Oh, break. Break.
Now it's Lester Ellis keeping Michael back on the ropes. Reversing the position, going a big right hand by Ellis. A big swing.
Let go. Let go. Let go. Let go.
I have great admiration for Barry Michael. To come back at the age of 30 and fight a 20-year-old champion who's as strong, as fit as this, it's remarkable.
Don't hold. Don't hold. Come on. Get free. Get free. Get free. Don't hold. Don't hold. Break.
That's been a better round for Lester Ellis. A better round for the champion. But there's not too much in it, Joe, overall.
No, there isn't. And the marvelous thing is that here is the man who at this weight, usually at 30 years of age, should have retired. And he's fighting, I think, one of the greatest fights of his career.
Well, Barry Michael there in the corner. And with him in that corner are Dana Goodson. I'm sorry, Ray Stiles and Len Swetnam.
Len
Dana
Swetnam,
Goodson,
Barry Michael's father.
Yes.
Barry's name is Barry Michael Swetnam. That's Ray Stiles in the foreground. Barry's trainer.
Yes. Dana
matter of
Goodson, whose
interest.
name I mentioned, of course, is in the other corner with Lester Ellis. And he
Get that stool.
formerly trained Barry Michael.
Let go now. Come on. Let go. Don't hold.
But he's changed camps. He's with Lester Ellis. And we're in round 11 of
Let
this
go. Come on. Let your hands
15-round
free. Get him free.
title
Get him free.
contest.
Break. 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 Box. Let go, fellas. Come on, get your hands free. Let him go.
Barry Michael obviously is going to put everything he can into this round.
Let hands free.
Oh, but Ellis scores some good punches by
The
Ellis.
champion is showing that he is champion, and he's coming back with some tremendous punches. 1-2.
Let go. Let go. Let go, fella. Let go. Let go.
Now Michael scores with good punches to the body.
But I must say, Barry Michael has proven that he's very fit and is still in there with a winning chance.
Certainly is, and he landed some very good punches in that exchange.
Let go, Lester.
But Ellis turns him round, has him in the corner. punches away as much as to say, come and get me, but now stands his ground.
Get your hands free. Come on, once again. Break clean. See if you can break clean. Break, break. Watch the elbow. Watch the forearm there. Box. Once again. Hands free. Break, break, break. Box.
Oh, good left hand from Michael as Ellis came in.
Good left hook. Good right cross from Barry Michael.
Yes, he's scoring well at the moment.
Come on, get your hands free.
A good exchange. Good flurry there from Barry Michael.
Break.
Michael again scores with the right, but Ellis came back with a good left hook. Big punch from Ellis.
He seems to have the more powerful punch, Lester Ellis, and
Let him go. Let him go. Come on.
but Michael rides it very well.
Yes, he does.
Watch
Ellis
it,
has
come on.
countered beautifully on several occasions.
I must say, John, both men have earned their money this evening.
Let's go.
They certainly have.
Let's go.
It is a wonderful thing for sport to see that they come here and they're producing world standard and world class boxing.
Barry Michael in close, scores again to the body.
Break, break.
Oh, good punches again from Michael. Left and right combination.
Let's go. Break. Let the arms go. Let them go.
Force Lester Ellis to hang on there towards the end of round 11.
And what I love about it is that both men at the end of each round now put their hand up in gesture of saying, I'm still in there. And that's a bit well, it's a bit cocky.
Here again, some of the action from that last round, round number 11. And my goodness, this has been a torrid contest.
Well,
Heads of both boxers jolted there.
I must say, John, I did not believe that this fight would go, what is it, almost the 12th round now. I mean, from the beginning of the fight, I thought it would end very early, somewhere between the 5 and 6 mark. Both men look very composed. They're not panting or breathing heavily, so it means they've got a lot more to give.
Now it's round 12. We're in the championship rounds. 12. Oh, sorry, we will be after this one. 13, 14, and 15. And here's Ellis making good use of the ring.
No, get your hands free. That's
Making
it.
Michael come after him.
And it's
Now-
lovely to see, John, that the cut eye on Lester Ellis's
break.
eye has not worsened, so that's a good thing.
Yes, it is. Good right hand by Michael.
Let go in there. Come on, let that hand go. Okay, break. I'll give you a chance to break on your own, fellas. Come on. Let's go. Watch your heads in there. Be careful what you're doing.
There's very little you can say about a great fight like this because I'm sure that the viewers at home and also the fans here, I mean, what can you say about a great fight like this?
In the center. Come on, box.
And the fans here appreciating it. A capacity crowd at Melbourne's Festival
Okay,
Hall.
get your hands free. Come on.
For
Get him
this
free.
World
Break.
Junior Lightweight title.
Break.
Contest between Lester Ellis, the champion, Barry Michael, the challenger. Barry Michael at 30, Lester Ellis at 20 years of age.
Let go.
And
Come on,
again,
let go
Michael
now.
scores with
Let your
those
hands
body
go.
punches in close. Ellis comes back with combination to the head.
Both men have total disregard for their power and their ability. They're just throwing hell for leather now.
Hey.
And
Break. Right back.
All leather for hell.
No leaning.
oh, leather for
All
hell.
right. Box.
I like that, Tim.
Break. You're holding onto the rope. Holding onto the rope. Break.
It's a mauling round this one, and Barry Michael now bleeding from the nose.
I think that could have been from a head butt because they seem to be using their head a little bit now because their composure seems to be slipping a bit.
And they're both putting plenty of weight behind those punches still. Here we are approaching the end of round number 12, and they're still punching as hard as they were at the beginning.
Ellis on the back move. He's in a bit of trouble.
He's been hurt by some of those body punches. It's been a good round for Michael. A good left to the head, a left into the body. A good round for Barry Michael.
Very good round indeed.
Let go, let go.
But the champion is still hanging in there, and he's still doing his thing.
Yes, he's danced around the ring
Once again, let those
a number of times during the contest.
Let him go, come on.
But then after doing that, he stands his ground and trades the punches with Barry Michael. But a good round for Barry Michael, round number 12.
One thing about this 30-year-old, he's a very, very young 30-year-old.
And he's looking quite happy in his corner too.
Smiling away, chatting away. There he goes.
Yes, looking quite happy.
He obviously feels strong within himself. Now, the big question mark over him was whether losing those few kilos might take it out of him if it came to this sort of crunch into the championship rounds. But he looks confident that that's not going to affect him.
Certainly is, and I must say, at this stage of the fight, I think they are even Stevens.
Yes, there's very little in it. Going into the championship rounds, round 13 coming up.
In and out on him.
Just 3 rounds to go.
1, 2, 3, boom, out, boom. All right.
That's Dana Goodson, you can hear, talking to Lester Ellis, the champion. He's the champ, he's got the title. Michael's got to get it off him.
Seconds out, seconds out. Mark, get that stool.
And these last 3 rounds are going to be pretty furious. I think both boxers realise that these 3 rounds could decide it, the last 3, because there's very little in it at this stage.
Right, hold on that.
Very little indeed. Again, Barry Michael charges across the ring after his man, but Ellis stands his ground again. Michael continues to work on the body, then brings a left up to the head.
Watch your head. Right back, right back.
Beautiful uppercut by Lester Ellis, and I think Barry Michael felt that.
Okay, hands free. Get him free. Come on. Break, right back. Up. Break, right back. Get him. Okay, fellas.
I think Lester Ellis is feeling the pressure now from Michael, and as you said, these last 3 rounds are going to be the big determinator before the fight.
Break, fellas. That's it. Right.
Yes, and goodness me, I don't know how they've kept this up as long as they have. Those punches are really, they've really got a lot of weight behind them. What a tremendous contest this has been. Oh, and they're both still scoring with big hands, big lefts and rights.
Okay, come on. Hands free. Get him free. Get him free. Let go. Come on, let go. Break.
Barry Michael bleeding from the nose. Lester Ellis cut under the eye and also bleeding from the nose. Cut on the lip of Barry Michael.
Let's go. Come on. Break.
This is a contest that both these boxers are going to remember for a long time.
It's amazing, John. I got a feeling that Barry Michael may have broken his nose because he's breathing through his mouth now. And if he did break his nose, then there's a possibility that there's a big swelling in there and he can't breathe through it. So you notice his mouth is hanging open, which means he's puffing air through his mouth.
Oh, big left hand from Ellis. Then he made Michael miss.
Come on, get your hands straight now. Break.
But Michael's showing a lot of determination, still going after his man, but tied up now by Ellis.
Come on, get that hand free, get it free.
And that's back in the neutral corner.
Hold it on, roll.
Left leads from both boxers landed.
All right.
And another good round, and only 2 more to go. That's the end of round 13.
And even in the 13th round, Barry Michael lifts his hand up and say, hey, I'm there.
Should he be that confident, though?
Well, I think what what is important, Tim, is that whatever the result is, he's proved himself beyond the shadow of a doubt that he's a great fighter. And no Australian can say anything bad about him as far as his boxing ability, because, like I said, whatever the result is, he's proved himself against a young, determined, great champion like Lester Ellis.
Now this is the way he's proved. Look at the two boxers still throwing those punches as heavily as they did at the start of the contest. Both have absorbed a tremendous amount of punishment. Well, this has been a real World Championship contest. Certainly World Championship standard.
Without doubt. One of the finest fights I've seen in a very, very long time.
Barry Michael is back very quickly onto his feet, and he's anxious to get on with round 14. Rushed at his opponent, but immediately is claimed in that clinch. Michael trying to punch to the body.
Let go that now. Okay.
The referee calling on them to let go, stop holding. Michael continues to work to the body.
Break, right back, fellas. Box.
Oh, there's so little in this contest.
Beautiful left hook by Barry Michael.
Lovely punch by Michael.
That's it.
Another one. Lovely right cross.
Come on, let your hands go. Let go. Come on. Come on.
Well, he's making Lester Ellis cover up the body. He's
right back.
Concentrating most of his attack to the body, but every now and again he comes upstairs with a good punch.
Let's go. Come on.
And that sort of catches Ellis by surprise on it.
That's his old craftiness coming out. Barry Michael showing all his experience, and it's paying off in many areas.
Let him go. Come on. Let him go. Let go.
Well, I'd hate to be scoring this contest, Joe. This one could go either way.
That's why you and I, John, are in the easy seat.
Break.
We'll leave the hard stuff to the judges.
Okay.
Both have scored with some tremendous punches throughout this contest. A lot of the rounds have been even. Oh, Lester Ellis perhaps in a little bit of trouble there from one of those heavy body punches from Michael.
Break. Box. Once again, get your hands in.
How much time left in this round, Tim?
Just over a minute, John.
Just over a minute of round 14, so there's about 4 minutes of boxing left in this contest. And Barry Michael still in there with a chance,
Break.
but there's nothing in it.
Box.
And I think the referee, Gus Mercurio, has got as much blood on him as the two boxers.
I think both these men will have to get away for a nice long holiday after this fight.
I think so.
Because I think the pain will be tremendous. I'll send him to Tasmania, to my new company, Huron Valley Springs. That would be a great thing for him, wouldn't it? Send him into the mountains.
Come on, get your hands free in there. That's it. Let him go. Let go in there. Let go in there.
Oh, good punch by Ellis. Michael came back, though.
Okay, break.
The referee wants him to break again. We must be very close to the end of round 14. So there's not much of this title fight left.
Heads.
Lester Ellis, the champion, against Barry Michael, the challenger. And Michael has the champion on the ropes and scores two with good punches. And there's one round left now. That's the end of 14.
Well, I think, John, without doubt, I think that particular round was Barry Michael's.
Yes, I would agree.
I think he was the crispier of the two, and his punches were landing on the correct places. How did you see it, Tim?
Yes, I'm with you, Joe, and I think Ray Stiles is telling Barry Michael exactly that. He's really bunking him up at the moment and asking just for one last 3-minute effort. And Michael looks well capable of producing it, but let's not underestimate Ellis. He's full of courage, determination.
I believe at this time of the fight, both men are very tired, and that their thinking is not all that together, but the man that reaches down into the depth of his ability will come out victorious.
Well, they might both be very tired, and I don't doubt that one bit, but my goodness, Joe, they're still throwing some heavy punches. There's a lot of weight in the blows. And there's the traditional handshake to begin round number 15, the final round of this world title fight. Lester Ellis, the world IBF champion in the pink shorts, against Barry Michael, the challenger. And both will put everything they've got into this final round because there's so little in the contest. This decision could go either way.
Let go.
Lester Ellis has scored with some pretty sharp punches throughout the contest, but my goodness, he's absorbed some punishment to the body.
You can tell by the crowd. You can tell by the crowd, John, that this is a true championship of, I almost say heavyweight championship of the world. It might as well be because the excitement is as good.
What a tremendous contest it's been, and what a great crowd it's been too. Barry Michael again going after his man. One punch seemed a little bit low there, but I think Gus Mercurio was unsighted on that one. Again, Barry Michael tries to score to the body. Lester Ellis trying to dodge and weave and then stand up and land his crisp punches to the head, but he hasn't landed too many yet in this round. Oh, good punching by Michael. Good left hook, and then he followed up with a right into the body.
It's amazing, John. I believe that Barry Michael actually is in front on points at this stage.
Yes, well, on my card, I've got him in front. But it's opposite to what I thought, Joe.
We won't talk about that, John.
No. But I have got Barry Michael just in front in this final round. But a big effort from Ellis could pull it out. But the contest could go either way. I wouldn't be too sure.
No, both men have put up a fabulous performance, and one can only be proud of them.
Not much time left in this title fight.
Just on a minute to go in the final round. Could it be the last minute of Lester Ellis's reign?
Well, it could be.
Certainly looks like it at this stage because Michael is the one that's putting all the pressure on.
Michael again trying to punch hard into the body. Now gets a right to the side of the head, and another, then a right to the side of the body. The referee asks them to break. They're holding there in that clinch. Michael again goes in. Lester Ellis tries to fight him off, but it's Michael who's landing the scoring punches in this final round.
Break.
What a world championship contest this has been.
It's amazing. 25
Barry
seconds to go.
misses with a big right hand, and the champion has lost his mouth guard. It went flying across the ring. Was it his mouth guard or was it something else? Something went flying, but now he comes back with a couple of good punches. Good combination by pardon me. Approaching the end of the contest. The end of this IBF World Junior Lightweight title fight. There's the bell. It's all over. And Barry Michael.
I must say, John, I have to applaud them both. I have to applaud them.
Oh, you and everybody else in the stadium, Joe. A tremendous performance by both.
This will go down as one of the greatest fights in Australia.
A tremendous contest between Barry Michael, the challenger, and Lester Ellis, the champion. And now it's up to the judges. And it's going to be very interesting indeed. Well, you thought Barry Michael was just ahead in that final round. Do you think he's won it, Joe?
I got a feeling Barry Michael may have clinched this fight. I certainly think he's done enough work to do it, but then again, I'm not the judge, I'm not the referee, or the jury.
No, that's right. It'll be a very interesting decision, a very close one indeed. Whichever way it goes, there's going to be little in it. What a tremendous contest. And what a courageous pair of boxers they are.
Both men are absolutely fantastic.
Well, I wouldn't have thought they could fight 15 rounds at that pace, Joe. And still be throwing their punches so hard in that final round.
It was quite amazing to see Barry Michael with the stamina that he kept, and this without doubt has to be one of his greatest performances of his career.
Yes, and they look pretty confident in Barry Michael's corner. He is certainly looking more confident than Lester Ellis at the moment.
Yes, he does, and Lester feels as though he may have lost the title by the sad look on his face.
Yes, he does look very depressed, and so do the people in his corner over there.
And as you can see, Sandy Michael, the beautiful wife of Barry Michael, is just as jubilant as her husband.
Scorecard?
I'm sure she's as
Where are we?
happy
We're
as
up here.
anybody could be because her husband did a fabulous job. And Sandy, I'm sure, is very proud of him.
Frank Quill.
Yes, he
Frank,
certainly
I
did.
need the...
And what a great moment it would be for Barry Michael if he's won this contest.
And Mark Cumano.
Well, the two boxers
I'm glad
now
both
shaking
men.
hands and they're embracing, and that's good to see.
Beautiful.
After all the publicity
Ladies
there's
and
been,
gentlemen,
after all the things they're supposed to have
Judge
been saying about each
Cliff
other in
Heaver
recent weeks,
gives it
isn't that great
Ellis
to see them
140,
embracing
Michael
at the end of that.
145.
Here's the judging.
Judge John Wheeler gives it Ellis 140, Michael 147.
That's two. He's won it. That's two of the judges.
Won it. The final card from Judge Norm Foster gives it Ellis 139, Michael 147.
It's
The new
unanimous.
world
It's
IBF
unanimous.
He
champion,
has done it,
Barry Michael.
and it is a marvellous thing
Barry
that has
Michael.
happened.
A unanimous
Michael,
decision
the new
from
champion
the
of
three
the world.
judges. They've all scored it in favour of Barry Michael. He's the new IBF World Junior Lightweight Champion. And there's the belt.
A beautiful, beautiful achievement, and a man who deserves it. 30 years of age. He's done a marvellous
Keith Nash.
and a great thing for
Barry
Australia.
Michael.
Well, what a
Your championship
disappointment
trophy, Barry.
for young Lester Ellis.
Barry,
but
your
he's only
championship
20
trophy.
years of age.
Don't go away,
And
ladies and gentlemen.
I've
We'll
no
be talking to
doubt
both boxers
that
in
this
just
is
a
not
moment.
going to end his career.
Oh, absolutely no. I mean, Lester Ellis has fought a great fight tonight, a great fight. But Barry
Lester,
Michael was just that little bit
how do you
better.
feel?
But he's not finished. He's 20 years old, and I'm sure he'll be champion of the world soon.
Barry's a bit too good, but thanks very much anyway.
Well, in a moment we hope to have an interview with the new world champion.
Obviously, the
I
weight
know
reduction
that Tim Lane is up there in the ring somewhere amongst all those people. In fact, there's Tim now with Barry Michael.
Oh, Tim, it was bloody hard, mate. I'll tell you what, that kid is going to go on and do anything. He's got to be one of the hardest punches I've ever fought. He's the first bloke who's ever broken my nose. I don't have to see a doctor to know I've got a broken nose. Honest to God, you know, it was a hell of a tough fight. It's my dream come true. Look, I knew God was with me tonight. Thanks God. Look, I've got to thank everybody. My father, my mother, Ray Stiles, Leo McDonald, Leo Berry, Roy Holman, my wife, everybody, Tim. It's just the greatest thing of all time. Look, mate, I just can't express how great it feels.
Makes it all worth it.
15 years, mate. It's worth it.
Well, tell us your story of the fight, apart from Lester's hard punching and courage. Were you in trouble in about round 3 when he collected you on the ropes at one stage?
He shook me very badly. It was as hurt as I've been, I think, in 15 years. He shook me a hell of a lot. I don't think he realised how hurt I was. But experience, mate, you know, experience is a big thing. I think Lester Ellis can go on to be anything, honestly.
Well, it was retirement for you if you lost, but you've won. What happens from here?
I'm not going to answer that at the moment, mate. I've got a few injuries to get over, and then we'll see what happens.
Toughest fight you've had?
It's got to be up there with them, mate. I've had some tough ones over the years, but it's got to be up there with them, I'll tell you.
Fantastic, Barry. Great
Thank you
going.
very much, Tim.
Well done.
No, mate. Thank you.
Barry Michael there, the new IBF World Lightweight Champion, talking with Tim Lane. And what a delighted Barry Michael it is. Well, you saw it on ABC television. Barry Michael has taken that World Championship away from Lester Ellis. A great disappointment for the young Lester, but what a great year it's been for him. He won that title in February. He successfully defended it in April, only a couple of months later. And now, after just a few more months, he's defended that title. And what a courageous performance he gave against the challenger, Barry Michael.
He certainly did, John, and I think what is very important for Lester to get into his mind now is that losing is not shameful. To lose is to make you that much better the next time.
Well, Tim Lane is still up there, and here he is with Lester Ellis.
You know, the names are too many to remember offhand. All the Richmond boys, all Melbourne football club, I like to thank especially. My father's been with me right from the start before I take confidence in me. My wife, because she supervised everything I hate, she's the greatest thing that ever happened to me. I would never have won without her. My mother, my father, I just want to thank everybody. I'd like to thank God also. I do feel good in their mind. Thank you.
Well, Barry Michael interviewed for the big crowd here at the stadium. Tim Lane is still up there, and let's see if he can get a brief interview for us with Lester Ellis. Barry Michael still having plenty to say up there.
I think he's a very happy man, and I must say his trainer has done a marvellous job on him. He's got him into first-class condition.
Well, it looks as if we're not going to have that interview with Lester Ellis. He's now left the ring. But Barry Michael thanking all those people who have helped him on the way to tonight's contest. Those people who have helped him win the IBF World title. For Barry Michael, this has been a dream come true. He's been after
Festival Hall, a memorable night indeed. I think one that won't be forgotten by any of the 6,200 odd people who came here tonight and packed the place out, forced the doors to be closed 20 minutes before the big fight got underway, and certainly one that won't be forgotten by the new IBF Junior Lightweight Champion of the World, Barry Michael. From Festival Hall in Melbourne, Tim Lane bidding a good night, signing off for ABC Sport.